Hey guys, just want to let you know about the new website, Aspect of the Hunter. If you want to find the latest pet, transmog, or anything else WoW related, head on over to Aspect of the Hunter. It's the home for all us hunters. Hey, what's up guys? Ravenclaw here and welcome to my BM Hunter PvP guide for 7.2.5. Okay, so first things before we start, BM Hunters have been nerfed quite hard. Okay, they've taken away our executes, they've taken away our mastery pretty much, they've lowered a bunch of stuff, but I've outlined all this in another video that I did not long ago, so be sure to check that one out. But with all these nerfs, you can still do well with BM. You just need to know how to do it, you just need to have a good team to work with, and you can succeed. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is what's the main priorities here? What do we need to do now that we've got all this? So I want to start again with our talents, and then we'll go through the other bits and pieces. Okay, so the first things we're going to look at is I'm still sticking with Way of the Cobra. It just is too good to pass up in a PvP situation. Every time you have a pet or a companion or a guardian out, you will get a 10% increase on your Cobra shot. Now you're probably saying to yourself, well, why would you take that when you only have 2 pets out? I mean, put it this way, you take that, okay, yeah, cool, we can get another pet to attack, but remember the pets are kitable. I'd rather have the DPS gain that comes from Way of the Cobra, and having 2 guardians out already is good enough. That's an extra 20% DPS increase, and I'd urge you to try both of these and see how you go with it. The next one here, Stomp and Dayafriends. I don't take Chimera Shot, I only take Dayafriends for us, because the way it is in, say, 2s, well, I suppose 2s and 3s, you're going to have a kill target, and BMs are all about that single target burst damage. Now, we do a lot of AoE, but we're specialized for that takedown, that single target takedown. So Dayafriends is where it's at, and I will show you a little trick that I do with Dayafriends later on in the video. The next one. Post haste is basically what I always take. It is too good to pass up when it comes to, say, fighting mages and whatnot. You want to be able to break snares and have a special. You want to have that speed boost to be able to catch anyone that's trying to kite you or get to safety to reset and whatnot. Next one. Okay, this one here I do switch out depending who I'm up against. Okay, so if we're up against, say, melee cleave, like we've got warriors and enhancement shamans who hit like a truck now, by the way, oh my god, I'll go Bestial Fury. But if I'm going up, say, a mage, druid, anything that can kite my pets pretty well, I will definitely take Blink Strikes. It is amazing to get people out of stealth pre-match. So what I'm saying is, like, you see a druid, a resto druid holding up the team, you can send your pets in and they blink basically across the map and stop them from getting into stealth. It's a great way to screw openers up. Same with rogues and everything else. So I switch out per, depending on the situation. One with the pack, in PvP it's not that great in my opinion. Oh jeez, I'm smashing the mic and everything. It's not that great in my opinion. Yeah, you do get the extra procs, but I stick with those 2 mainly. Okay, Intimidation, Binding Shot, Wyvern Sting. Wyvern Sting is great for casters. Binding Shot I use when we're going up once again melees. If you've got more than one, definitely Binding Shot's great. You can also use Binding Shot to land a trap. Remember, Wyvern Sting DRs with your trap. And Intimidation's great if you've got all your CDs ready. You know that you can go for a kill, so if you're in 2s, especially 3s too, if you can lock down a target lined of the healer, lock them down, burst everything into their face. It's also good for the alternative, being able to CC a healer as well. That's a 5-second stun into a trap and so on and so forth. Okay, the only one here I take is Murder of Crows. BM Hunters, especially when you pop Bestial Wrath. Oh my god. Bestial Wrath. It enhances the damage that is done by Murder of Crows, because you get 1.7 million, and then you can see it's 2.6 million, okay? So that's a very solid dot damage to have, especially when you pop it with Titan's Thunder and everything else. Okay, last one here, I do switch out. I never take Stampede, just no. Killer Cobra is obviously Cobra Shot, Kill Command, Cobra Shot, Kill Command, that whole thing of 3 buttons. But aspect of the beast, I will take, say if I'm running KFC, we've got a warrior that is doing the Mortal Wounds debuff, and we know that he's got the execute to be able to secure the kill. I will take Bestial Cleave because aspect of the beast, because every time you use Kill Command and you're running Cunning, you can slow the target by 50%, and that's great for being able to stay in line of the target to be able to take them down and help your warrior keep up to that target. Moving on. Okay, I'm going to go through these pretty quickly because it's only the last 2 that I want to talk about. I take Gladiator's Medallion because I love to have control over my CC breaking. Adaptation when I don't want to, like if we're going up against, say, RMD and stuff like that. The only problem is with adaptation, if you get sapped at the start of the match, you've lost your trinket. So you just got to be wary. But if I know that I'm going to get CC'd quite hard, I'll try and take adaptation. But most of the time, I'll take Gladiator's Medallion. Being a BM hunter, when we're running a big burst comp, say if you even with Thug, like that's full on burst as well. I'll take Initiation because at the beginning of the match, anyone that's above, say, where are we? So look, I'll show you. Critical strike chance above people that have 80% health. That's really good, especially when you drop everything, Bestial Wrath, you know, aspect, all that. Getting them down below 80% is awesome because then everything else just follows through. Focus Fire I never take because you're always going to get attacked. And Quick Shots is good to get that focus regen and like your global cooldown, all that other stuff shortened, especially if you're finding that you're running out of focus a lot. Okay, once again, this is great for Afflocks to reduce the dot damage. This is great, really good against warriors when they pop Recklessness. It's going to reduce their critical strike. And survival tactics, I always take against Shadow Priests and Affliction Locks. Okay, because that'll remove all the dots and whatnot, especially when an Affliction Lock is about to put 1,000 UAs on you, like 1,000,000 UAs, that's all they do now. You just drop all that, ruin their burst. Okay, and it just saves your healer from having to dispel and get into a silence. Viper Sting, great for Druids when they're in bear form. Okay, they're always trying to put hots on themselves. You do that when you're bursting, it reduces all that down a lot and hopefully forces them out of bear, and then you can CC them in normal form. That is great for warriors. Scorpion Sting, especially once again in Rec. Pop that, you've got cat-like reflexes, you're going to reduce their whole burst a lot. And Spider Sting, Afflocks, Mages, Shadow Priests, all them. Once they cast an offensive spell, they'll get silenced for 4 seconds. Now, we are into the new sort of changes. The Beast Within, right? I still take this when I'm up against locks, priests, anything that can fear me. Now we have 2 charges of Dire Frenzy. Our Bestial Wrath comes along pretty quickly now. So I utilize this when I do get feared, break it out, then I pop my cooldowns and things like that to take them out. Or if we have Bestial Wrath ready and I haven't really set up a kill yet, it's just a great freedom trinket. So you take that off, plus you've also got your Gladiator's Medallion to use after that. Now, Separation Anxiety has been changed a bajillion times over the last, I don't know, few months. It no longer increases damage to our pets, nothing at all. It simply just increases their movement speed and damage reduction on the pets. It is not super great, in my opinion. You'll mainly see me using the Beast Within or Wild Protector. Awesome against like solid melee comps. Now, keep in mind this was nerfed again too. It was 15% last patch, now it's only 10%, but nevertheless, it's still a great talent to have to reduce some of that damage. Okay, this is the one I've been waiting to get to. So you notice we've got a new skill here. They've taken away our ability to spam kill command. Basically, that was our kill shot sort of execute. I have a lot of comments all the time saying Beastmaster's this and Beastmaster's that and screw you and blah 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 and I like onions and whatever. I will always play hunters. I don't care. I generally don't care what anyone says. I mean, I love your opinions. I will cherish all those opinions and I'll take everything on board. But it comes down to what I always say. Always. It's not the class. It's the player. If you know your class in and out, you'll only do well. So yes, we've got our executes removed, but that is not the end of the world. Okay, we have one new ability. And the Dire Basilisk has been upgraded, and I'll tell you why in a sec. This one I don't really take because, put it this way, you put a circle of crows on the floor, so people see that and they go, move out of it, okay? Interlope. I've been messing around with Interlope and it's actually a pretty decent spell. I've won a few games just by using Interlope at the right time. Now, Interlope works on any target, okay? I don't know if it'll work on this person, but anyway. So basically what it does is you're in an arena, okay? We've got a mage here or whatever, and you know they're about to poly. Alright, so you chuck your target, pets on the target there, and say that's our teammate over there. Alright, obviously we're not in PvP, but you'll put Interlope on your healer or whatnot, and what will happen is as long as your pets are within 10 yards of the target, their next offensive spells will be redirected to your pet. This was awesome in a match we played not long ago against a Shadow Priest. They popped Psyfiend and everything, and I had Interlope on myself, and everything was going straight to my pet. So if you tee up with your healer to say, look, I need you to put some heals on my pet, it actually stopped a lot of that incoming damage, and because that's for over 3 seconds, that's huge coming in bursts. It gives you a chance to get away, especially if cyclones, anything like that. So remember, it works like your misdirect. Okay, so it's not putting it on the target, it's putting it on yourself or your teammates. Now, Dire Basilisk, I have seen this out in arenas at the moment. Remember, there's a good side and a bad side to it. The good side is if you can lock down your kill target, you lock them down, you drop that and everything, you're going to do a ton of damage and potentially one-shot someone. The bad side is it moves insanely slow, okay? Insanely slow. People know what it is. They can see it and they go, nah. But here is a kicker. Even though it does move slow, yes, we got a melee cleave team coming at you. You can drop Basilisk, and if your healer's getting tunneled, they sit on the Basilisk, they're only going to get chomped and hard because they've had their damage increased by 50% and it no longer can be slowed, snared, or anything like that. So it could be a good safe haven for your healer or whoever's getting tunneled to sit on the Basilisk, especially if it's behind cover, to help sort of push back the enemy from getting just annihilated. So those are the things you need to think of. I do take Interlope, but I am sort of experimenting with Basilisk in different type of scenarios. Okay, alright, so that's the big deal with these spells and talents and whatever. Now we're going to go and have a look at some rotational things, because now that a lot of things have changed, we need to have a look. So let me just check out one of the things. There's nothing really here. Okay, alright, so one thing you need to remember, let's just talk about Dire Frenzy real quick before we move on. Okay, so Dire Frenzy increases the attack speed of your pet, stacks 3 times. Alright, a lot of people that I see just spam, you know, Dire Frenzy, Dire Frenzy, Dire Frenzy, and then that's it. And you gotta wait for it to cool down and blah blah blah. Now we've got more stacks. It's important. What I like to do, now that we've changed the way that we play, is I like to track my Dire Frenzy on my pet. Okay, so you'll notice that I've got that. Wait for it, then I'll do another one. So I've got 2 stacks on my pet, and when I get to 3 stacks, right, my pet is attacking nice and fast. Then I'll pop that, do everything, right? Remember, the next Dire Frenzy you do when you pop Titan's Thunder is going to hit doubly as hard. So now we've still got 3 stacks, our pet is still hitting nice and hard, and we're doing a lot of damage. It's just great. Oh crap, it propped and I didn't see it. Okay, so pay attention. Alright, what I'm trying to say is to try and maintain those stacks so that your pet is hitting faster, essentially getting more damage out. In arenas, it's all about that fast, quick damage. Then the rotation really hasn't changed much. You want to pop all your cooldowns, so that's Bestial Fury if you're in a Bestial Fury, Blood Fury if you're an Orc, Aspect of the Wild, Titan's Thunder, Murder of Crows, Bestial Wrath. Remember Bestial Wrath first, then Aspect of the Wild, then Blood Fury, then everything else. Okay, because it stacks. All right. Before you do so, try and get your stacks, your 3 stacks of Dayafriends rolling, then pop everything. It just increases that damage that you're doing. Other than that, the simple rotation is, like I said, pop your bits and pieces, send your pets in on the target, then it's kill command, Cobra Shot, kill command, Cobra Shot. Make sure you do another Dayafriends before it runs out. And see how I've got a stack and I'm still at 2. Wait till it drops below 2. There you go. And then hit it again. And so on and so forth. That is pretty much our main damage dealing way of playing. Now, you're probably asking yourself, alright Raven, that's all well and good, but how do I track this? What is that? I'll show you my add-ons that I use. Where are we? Add-ons. So Bartender is for all of this around here. I have done an add-on video. So make sure you go check that one out. Gladiator Losser is the one that tells me when the poly or a clone is coming up. Gladius is this one here. I don't know if it'll work because I haven't updated it yet. Hello? Nope, it's not working. I've got to update my Gladius, but essentially it puts your arena frames up here for your enemies, tracks cooldowns of like trinkets, dispels, everything you want. Healers have to die is not anything. Kill and blow enhances pain and absolute butt, so don't worry about that one. Diablo orbs are this is what everyone asks me all the time. This is the Diablo orbs. Mystery's Diablo orbs, okay? And the class mods, okay? Class mods is what I use to track bits and pieces. So it'll come up here. I've gone down to alerts and I've enabled the Dire Frenzy on my pet because I don't need to track it on myself. Because what happens is, look, up here, Dire Frenzy, it just tells me that I'm generating 24 focus over 8 seconds. Okay, and if you hit it again, you'll get 2. And that's not what you want to track. You want to track it on your pet, okay? So let's pull them back. All right, other than that, little macros that I use. Let's go into macros real quick. Right, so first one's first is my counter kick. So it's just at focus and count. So you can use counter shot and kick the focus. Now, if you're using, say, Quartz, that's just a cast bar add-on that shows you your casts or your healer's casts or anyone's casts. It's great to have a big cast bar just below your feet here to show you when your focus is about to do something, if it's a mage or whatever. I've got my 3 sack macros. Now, the general way to do it is player. So target equals player, which is you. Party 1 and party 2, which is obviously your teammates. Now, in 3s, you can get mixed up. So the order isn't always, party 1 is your healer, party 2 is your off DPS. So you can replace target equals player 1 with the actual name of your teammates to keep it in the order you've got. Now, where are we? What? So you can do the same, okay? Just replace Roar of Sacrifice with Interlope, which is the new honor talent. So I'll definitely link these below, okay? So don't worry about that. I know I said that the other day and it didn't do it, and that sucks, but I'll make sure I do it now. Okay, so the burst macro, once again, remember to do it in order. So Blood Fury, then copy and paste that one there, sorry. Alright, so Bestial Wrath, Blood Fury, Aspect of the Wild, Titan's Thunder, then Murder of Crows. As you saw, it does increase the damage. If you do it the other way around, it does not. Alright, that's just how the code's written. So at cursor is where I can shoot my flare. So if you can see, what the hell? Why am I so big? Anyway, so as you can see there, so if you cast flare, it'll only cast where your cursor is. What have we got here? So Freezing Trap. Okay, so Freezing Trap, as you can see, I can cast it when I just roll back. I use my mouse wheel for this, so you can see I can cast it at the target, or what I normally like to do, so I'm attacking this guy, healer's running past me, I'll come up, drop a trap in my feet, and then go on. So you can see mod shift, that's modifier, hold down shift, you use your ability, drop it at your feet. And that's pretty much all there is to it for... oh, and the last one here is Growl. Now that we've got Interlope and Growl, and for... No, it's marksman. Never mind. Okay. So for Growl, you can go arena pet. So if you're up against a BM hunter and DK or warlock or whatever, put that so you can see it's here. Make sure you put it to whichever order they're in. So if it's the first, make sure you do it for the first arena one, and it has to be written exactly like this or it will not work. Once again, look down below and they will be there. But that's it. Okay, so that's it for my macros, add-ons, rotation. But I just wanted to talk about the new Dayafriends stacks. So try and maintain those stacks, and try and wait until you've got 3 stacks before you burst, because it just means your pet's going to attack harder and faster. But other than that, guys and girls of YouTube, I think that is everything that I need to go over. There's nothing else that I've missed. If I have missed something, please let me know down below. Remember, always add anything to this guide that you might do that I have missed, but put that down below. And yeah, if you like these guys and you want more, hit that like button. And until next time, all of you amazing hunters out there, keep on sniping, and I will definitely see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.